All right, for this week's enrichment lesson, I thought we would take a more advanced property from our last chapter that you're going to be doing in 7th and 8th grade, and that's known as the distributive property. All right, so you might not be familiar with that word. What I did is just took a screenshot of images. If you typed in distributive or distribute into Google Images, and this is what you get. So you see money being split up, spread out there. And this is kind of a more advanced use of it. We are distributing music. Here we're distributing money. And then this flow chart here, you just see it being kind of passed out, all right, broken out, whatever you want to say. And that is what we're going to use here. All right. So what it is you're going to have a number on the outside of the parentheses, and you're going to distribute it towards the inside. All right. So remember, whenever you have a number on the outside, that means times. And the reason why we don't put the x there is because when you have an x in your equation, it becomes confusing, right? Those two x's, which actually become something in more advanced algebra, which we're not going to do right now. But what it means is you're going to times the inside times 5. You have 5 of those inside groups. All right, so this is how you do it. All right, you're going to use the inside number first, all right, the inside, and then you're going to use the outside second. And this is a nice little image that shows you how to do that. So you're going to multiply, all right, so first of all, 5 times x, which equals 5x. You're going to keep your sign the same, your action, so that's plus. And now you're going to do the second. 5 times 6 is the second part. And there you go. You have 30. So that is how we broke that down. And again, we went the inside first, 5 times x. And then we did the outside, 5 times 6, which is 30. All right, so now you're going to distribute, and then you're going to find an answer. All right, so I have an answer behind here, but I want you guys to practice this first, and then we'll solve for x. All right, so what am I going to do first? I'm going to do my number times my inside, 4 times x, which is 4x. All right, I'm going to keep my symbol the same. And now what is the second part? It's 4 times the outside number, which is 8. And now I'm going to put my equal sign. And what's behind my equal sign? I have a 4. All right, so now I'm going to solve for my variable, right? How do I do that? I need to get rid of the 8 on this side. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to add it to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to type this out. Equals 4 plus 8. All right, I'm going to get rid of it, right? So now it equals 4x equals 12, and I solve for x. How many 4s go into 12? X equals 3. All right, so that's how we do it. That's how we use this. Okay, I'm going to try this next one. All right, so I'm going to distribute first. 2 times the inside, right? So 2x plus my second number, 2 times 2, which is 4, equals 20. Now I need to solve for x. How do I do that? I want to get rid of plus 4 there. So I am going to now subtract 4 on that side. And I'm going to subtract 4 on this side. All right, so I'm left with 2x equals, on the other side, 20 minus 4. All right, I am going to or simplify things there. So 2x equals 16. How many x's are divided by 2, right? Divide both sides by 2. And so now x equals 8. All right, so one more example. All right, let's take a look here. So I'm going to do my inside first and then my outside number. So 4 times x, 4x plus 4 times 1, which is 4, equals 10. All right, so now I'm going to solve. I want to get rid of the 4 on this side, so I'm going to subtract it, which means I also need to subtract it on the other side. Okay, so that's left with 4x here. And on this side, it's going to equal 10 minus 4, which is 6. All right, and so now you'll see that I have to divide by 4. All right, and once I do that, I'm going to get, and this is a symbol for divide. All right, so it's going to be 6 divided by 4. All right, so there's a couple different ways you can do it. It's an improper fraction right now. You could say 1 remainder to 1 and 2/4. And then hopefully, guys, you can simplify that, which is 1 and 1/2, also known as 1.5. Right, you can also plug in your answer back into the x and see if it matches. So 1.5 times 4 is 6, plus 4 is 10, and then I have it correct. All right, so let me know if you have any questions today, but we're distributing and then we're solving for x.